Continuing on here, I've changed up and brought out my tools that you see here, my cutting implements. Marine Corps K-bar knife. Originally had the black coating on it. I took that off. Main reason for that is so that it could be used with a rock with a hardness greater of 7 for striking, making sparks and starting fires. Good knife, inexpensive, under $100, and that's the nice thing about it. The next knife that you see here, this is from Blind Horse Knives, and it's a Pathfinder knife plugged to the Pathfinder school. It is their spear point, and I modified. Now, when I purchased it, it came with a neck sheath. I'm not a neck sheath guy. I added a piece of leather to the back of my sheath, and that fits in there. The only problem I have with it is you have to take the K-bar out to get the spear point out. It is what it is. But it's locked in, it's not coming out, and I'm pretty happy with that. I have a Leatherman this is an original Leatherman. It does have a knife in it, but the purpose of this is the multi-tool, the tools, not the knife. The stuff that's in a multi-tool is what's important, not the knife on a multi-tool. I have the next tool that I have here that I don't go anywhere without is a Gumfresburg axe. Not cheap by any stretch of the imagination, but worth every penny. Every penny is worth. Sharpening tools, and then I'll get into why there's a trifold shovel here. This is just a small file. It's actually an ignition file, but it's a small file and it takes big nicks out. Next up is a Lansky puck, 2 sides to it, fine and coarse. Followed that by a diamond sharpening rod. I have been using this diamond sharpening rod, this particular diamond sharpening rod, for over 20 years. I'm 36. I bought it before I was 16 in Alaska. Yeah, I've had this one a long time. Good tool. Lastly, here I've got is this trifold shovel. And somebody's going to say, why do you have a trifold shovel? Trifold shovel has three purposes. Numero uno, it's a digging tool. Number one, it's a digging tool. I need it to dig holes. I've tried digging holes for water with a stick, and in the Mojave Desert, where I normally go, you need to get deeper than a stick will allow. And it can be done with a stick, with a digging stick, but very difficult. So the trifold shovel is there first and foremost for that reason. The second reason for the trifold shovel is in the L shape right here. This is the second reason, and probably the most important reason that this shovel is here, is it's a latrine. If you stand it on the ground like this, you can put one cheek on it, get it positioned correctly, and it's a perfect height for a toilet. Lastly, I have sharpened up, we'll break this back open, I have sharpened up this one edge, and it could be used as a chopping tool. It is not an axe by any stretch of the imagination, and if I lost the axe and still had the shovel works better than the K-bar for batoning, for splitting logs and whatnot. You're not going to take on, or I'm not going to take on, hardened dead mesquite with a shovel. It's not going to happen. Not by me anyway. And that's the tools that I have in my bag, in my outfit. Thank you for your time and energy.